What is up, YouTube? It is Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we got a new grill. Me and Miss Ferguson finally invested in a Blackstone. It's my first time ever owning a Blackstone. So I'm in the process. If you don't know anything like I didn't know anything about Blackstone griddles, is I'm doing the seasoning part. I've done it twice. They say you need to do it 4 to 5 times to really protect it from rust and all that good stuff. So I'm working on that. That's what this is doing. It's burning off the seasoning, but between reps and putting this material on the griddle. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to come on real quick on this Saturday, I guess, is when I'll probably release this and show you what the lawn is looking like before this ice storm. As you guys know, I am in Central North Carolina. I showed you guys this before. I'm trying to power up the solar panel little charger thing down here just in case. We are expected to get anywhere from a ½ an inch to an inch of ice, somewhere around that frame. The grass actually looks great too. I mean, it's holding its color. It does have that winter tinge to it, but we're talking about bitter temperatures coming behind this ice front. And I don't really know what to expect. I don't really know if we're going to make it without losing power. From the way the forecast is, a lot of these branches and things you guys see, I'm really praying that nothing falls on my shed from above. Looking at a lot of overhanging branches here. When you're talking about that much ice, it could definitely fall. So I've been praying, Lord, just keep us safe. And I totally trust in him in all things. So we'll see what happens. But like this branch, it extends out. We might have a lot of wood that comes down in the lawn. As long as it don't hit the building and as long as it don't hit our home, I'll be perfectly fine with that. But that's what we're looking at here in Central North Carolina. I know a lot of you may be dealing with this crazy amount of snow that's coming. We're dealing with all ice pretty much, maybe an inch of snow, and then it's just going to be Ice-mageddon over here. And that is wild because of, again, the power. Luckily, where I live, the power is buried, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But I just wanted to come on and say, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys are doing well. I actually heard one of the National Weather Center guys say this could help us actually with the drought that North Carolina is still in. So with all this ice, with all this snow, with all this sleet, whatever it may be that comes through, this big rain event should help us at least with the drought conditions that we still see here in North Carolina. So that is a positive. I do have a little bit of seed up by the driveway that I put down many weeks ago just to try to fill in right there instead of the Poa annua. So that'll be buried with snow. So if you're expecting it like me and you've got areas out there, guys, that are a little patchy, you got some seed in the shed, go spread that out before this thing gets here. It doesn't hurt, and perhaps it may help to germinate that grass seed underneath all that snow. When the sun finally does come out and the temperatures do finally warm, that grass seed may actually germinate, but can't hurt, right? So I'm going to continue here with seasoning this Blackstone. Miss Ferguson wants to try it out, wants to have the steaks tonight before the storm hits us. It looks like it's finally going to get to us about Saturday evening, and then Saturday night all the way into Sunday for a good 24 hours. It looks like freezing rain, so who knows how much we could accumulate. But lawn-wise, not sure how that's going to affect the lawn. But anyways, that's what's going on here. And so I've been at work. I've been activating Starlinks. Obviously, that's an idea. If you lose power, then it does you no good because you have to power Starlinks. If you have a generator, however, and you can set that up on your back porch with a clear view of the sky, Starlink is an option. It's out there. It's about $300 for a unit, and then you can do a plan for as much as $50. And then you would have satellite-based internet if you needed to have it as a resource to be able to communicate. But we're going to just hold our breath, pray to the Lord, say, Lord, help us. We've got propane. We actually got this delivered on Martin Luther King Day on Monday. And so I think it's a blessing in disguise. If we have to cook something, we got a propane grill now that we did not have last week. So we may be able to cook some food on this thing. So that's why I'm preparing it. That's why I'm doing all this 5-layer of seasoning and all this thing I just watched the Blackstone guys talk about. I'm new to it. So if you got any Blackstone tips, let me know below. But I'm watching the videos, and obviously we got the bundle pack. So I've got the actual Blackstone seasoning and cast iron conditioner. So that's what I'm doing with the paper towels and wiping it down, getting it ready for the first cook tonight with some steaks. So that's what I'm doing, guys. So yeah, I didn't make a video this past weekend, just not a lot going on here in the winter. Trying to play some golf when it's about 60, went out, hit some balls. It was terrible. golf is just not the same when temperatures are below 70 degrees. So that's just that's been going on, and I have still, as I've mentioned before, we've talked about pre-emergent last time on the channel, but I've noticed a lot of the areas where it was really thin in the fall when we were planting our seed has really begun to thicken up. Now some of that can be weeds, some of that can be infiltrated with some Poa annua, but we talked about velocity herbicide that we do have, which can help us to actually treat that in the warmer months when you're actually supposed to supply or apply Velocity PM. So not a lot going on here as far as lawn care. It's cold. It's going to be brutally cold. Please stay warm. Please stay healthy. Please, if you need to go shack up with somebody for a few days during this storm to stay warm, please don't let your pride get in the way. Take care of yourself. I pray all of you will be just fine during this storm, but I want to do the before, and then we'll see what happens on the post. I'm not going to be able to stand out here. I'm telling you, with -1 wind chills, I think going into Monday or Tuesday night, it's going to be -1 or 1 degrees here where I'm at. That's crazy. And we're talking about -28 I saw up in Michigan area and all that. That's just insane. This cold air is just Arctic air. And so I wanted to make a before the calm before the storm, where you think you got everything, you think you got the fireplace, the propane and everything. But hopefully the Lord, I said, Lord, please remind me if I need to do something. And I got my parents about 15 minutes away if we can try to make it there if we have to, but we hope to do well here. So God bless you guys. I hope you're doing well. Please comment below. Obviously, if you lose power, we won't be able to communicate, and I'm hoping that's not going to be the case here. But I'm praying for all of you, praying for you, praying for my church family, my neighbors, my friends. I just want everybody to stay safe, make it through this thing. It's a little exciting, but also a little scary at the same time, being a homeowner, not knowing, you know, our tree situation is a little different than some of these, but hopefully we don't have a lot of falling trees. That's my one prayer, and that's my one hope. So anyways, we'll get back into lawn care hopefully after this thing moves out. Who knows what next week's going to look like. It's not looking pretty, but we'll eventually get back into lawn care where we're going to start doing pre-emergent, hopefully within the next month. We're almost entering into February, and so again, we're looking for soil temps to hit a certain mark, and that's what we'll talk about next time. When do I apply pre-emergent? We'll talk about that next time on the next update video to get us prepped for where we're going to put our pre-emergent down to stop weeds for the upcoming season. All right, guys, God bless you. I'm going to keep working here. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.